Oscar!
What's up, man?
Are they saying mustard? Is that what they're actually saying? Because I can't tell if he's saying Oscar or mustard.
No, Oscar.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
Here, man. Just excited, chat with you and get to know what's going on, see what's going on.
It's pretty bright behind you. You got a shade for that window, or you want to turn 90 degrees?
Let me turn this way. How is that?
There we go. There we
Better.
go. I like that. I like that better. So tell people, what city am I reaching you in?
You are reaching me in the city of Van Nuys, in San Fernando Valley, California.
See, I thought Van Nuys was still 818 though. Are you 949? What are you?
Oh, 818. Yeah, 818.
You are 818. Okay, so that's not too far.
No.
Because once you go more north, is 949, or is that south? Am I forgetting? Because I lived there for a bit.
That's more south. Yeah, more north. You're going like Castaic and like Santa Clarita.
And what do you hit? What are those? 562?
No, 562 is still down. It's still kind of in this general area.
Right, but what's north of 818?
The not important. 909 maybe.
909? Was that Sacramento? I don't know. I used to know.
Yeah, Fresno. Yeah, Fresno. Those numbers.
Right. So I don't know if I told you, but I lived in LA from 99 to like 07.
Really?
Yeah.
Like LA or the Valley?
No, Hollywood, baby. I was trying to get famous, man. I lived. Me and my wife, the last place we lived together was about like, I don't know, 5 minutes from the Grove. We were like third in La Brea.
It's a good spot to be in.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think about those times and like, yeah, if you're like in your 20s, maybe early 30s, and you want to make it, and you want to hustle, LA is great. Older than that, with kids, I wouldn't want to be there. Would not want to be in Hollywood.
I don't even like to go out there anymore. It's just so congested, crowded, and just you're driving like an unbelievable amount of time just to get across the street.
I know people, like, I live in Atlanta, which is famous for having horrible traffic, but it's at rush hour, right?
Yeah.
And so it's going one way. It's going one way in the morning and one way at night, and that's pretty much it. And people are like, "Oh, it's like LA." And like, no. LA is traffic all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. It was like I would wake up and it's like, okay, I'm gonna run some errands between like 10 and 1, and like that's it. After that,
yeah. Anything before that, you'll catch all the folks going into work late, schools, all that kind of stuff. Anytime after that, like the lunch hour, people leaving work early.
But I've been on the 405 at 1 in the morning. You've been in traffic.
Yeah. I stay in the Valley, and everything is around here. Eateries, routes, training, anything like is all here. So I just stay around here.
And let's talk about your fitness journey. Were you an athlete growing up?
I ran track and cross country in high school for maybe like 2 or 3 years, and then shortly after that, I joined the military. So most of my lifetime was spent in the military.
All right. So, and where did you go? Where did you serve?
Afghanistan, Iraq, Guantanamo. So I was around a little bit.
So you were there. I mean, I was going to say, like, we were over there for so long. I was like trying to even remember what wars was happening, but it was kind of one big one for 20 years, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had two conflicts going on almost simultaneously. Operation Enduring Freedom, like in Iraq, and Iraqi Freedom, and Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. So we kind of almost went. There was a point where they were both at the same time.
You were. What's the first one called?
Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Iraqi Freedom, and then the sequel was Enduring Freedom.
I got out. I retired in 2020. So anything beyond that, like, I kind of went in civilian mode.
Right.
Yeah.
How long were you in for?
18 years.
And how soon were you in it when you realized, like, well, I think this is going to be what I'm going to do for a minute?
I think the first few years, actually, like I want to say the first 4 or 6 years, I started enjoying just the structure. I mean, we talked about fitness, and it became really endurance. There's a lot of ruck marches and things of that nature. So it just kind of, I felt like that was where I fit in. So I decided to make it a career out of it.
And what did they call you?
What do they call me?
Yeah, like what's your nickname?
Let's see. I have a bunch of nicknames. But I spent most of my career as a gunner. So um, I was just kind of the go-to guy when it came to machine guns. So,
But I'm saying, usually in the military you get nicknames.
I didn't really have a nickname. I really didn't.
They just call you Moreno?
Yeah, that's it. You're almost all you know is last name basis.
Right. But then some people get, I don't know, I thought everybody had a fun nickname, or maybe a not so fun nickname.
Maybe not so funny things, but I don't recall having. If I did, but man, listen, like there's some times where it's just like blank. So
You get back in what year?
I retired in 2020.
Okay. And then
And
what?
then I stumbled upon DEKA,
Yeah.
and I saw, and I went for my first DEKA fit, and I thought I was leaving the service like fit, and I went in there and I got my ass handed to me.
What did you do? Like a strong or a mile?
No, it was Anaheim. Yeah, I went straight to do Anaheim DEKA fit. This is like 2002, I want to say.
You mean 2022?
2022, yeah. Sorry. Jeez. 2022.
Right. It's hard. Listen, COVID fucked us all up. Anything between 2019 and 2022 is like all 5 years
Numbers,
ago.
yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
5 years ago. We have no idea what was happening.
Yeah.
So who told you about it?
Just I actually I saw it through social media, to be honest. Just like some ad. It was some ad.
Had you done OCR? Because a lot of us came from Spartan racing and stuff.
No, again, most of my fitness background just became really in the military. Just continuing that fitness lifestyle. But I did do some Spartan races and stuff like that, but it wasn't competitive until just recently. I started getting a little bit into that, just because I really enjoyed the guys, the camaraderie in the sport.
So you do the DEKA fit, and it kicks your ass, and your thought was what after that?
I need to get my ass in shape. And I felt like I felt like I was in shape, and said, I need to get in shape. And then I started changing my training regimen a little bit to refine, what I believed at the time with no experience, no athletic background, like trying to figure out what DEKA was at the time. And then so I started just doing. Well, actually, I had a nickname in the DEKA community because I was I don't know if I can say it here, but I was a DEKA whore because I was cool, perfect. I was up and down California. I went to every single DEKA event that popped up.
Some of my best friends are DEKA whores. Dustin Needham, he's a DEKA whore.
Oh yeah. But he's more of a northern whore.
he's the northern version of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So but through a lot of that, I learned a lot, and so I did get better and better, and then qualified worlds a couple of times, and so from that point on, it just became the type of training that I wanted to get into.
Did you go to worlds?
I did.
Which one?
I did 23 and 24,
Okay.
or 22 or 23, 2 years back to back. I forget.
Last year would have been 24.
No, so not last year. So the 2 previous years.
Okay, so yeah,
I did qualify to go to.
So Dallas, were you in Dallas? Dallas was 23.
I was in Florida. No. Jeez, Dallas. Yes, Dallas.
I was there too.
Yeah.
We passed each other, I'm sure, multiple times. Not a ton of us there. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
there were a lot, but you know what I'm saying? It's not like HYROX.
No. By far.
So yeah, I was there. I had a good time.
I did too. I learned a lot. I learned, like, that's where I met Kevin.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
Sir Bubbles of
Sir, I finished my race. I'm gonna run backward to the start line race.
that guy.
Dude.
So your friends started calling you a DEKA whore. That's what you were saying. That was where we were
Yeah,
wrong with it.
yeah. So yeah, so I got into that and really started refining more of my training, my plan, and I still had no background in it, right? So I didn't really everything that I learned was just through trial and error, YouTube, following this person, following that person, hitting DMing people, like getting all these, just this feedback from people, and that's kind of how I started learning.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I learn by doing. I'm not. I can't really. I don't really learn any other way. So, because it's funny, because people ask me, like, so, like, did you study journalism in college, or like no, like, I just,
Yeah,
sort of like started doing this, and then it's kind of what came, or like, were you in sports? I'm like, no. I mean, as a kid, I played football, but
yeah,
I was never any kind of athlete. So yeah, I'm a learn by doing kind of guy. I think it's the best way to do it.
yeah, 100%. And I mean, and since then now I've gotten a good reign on it, and I've been working on with the other athletes now, so been chipping away at it, to be honest.
So when did you start putting on events?
Well, obviously, shortly after the DEKA, I opened my business, Frag Out Fitness, the gym, which is located here in the valley in Sylmar. Became an affiliate, and then started hosting DEKA events. And it nobody knew anything related like about DEKA during that time frame. And so I just kept putting on events, and so this is 2023, I believe, early
So you're
2023.
right. So like your early days.
Yeah. So I started just putting on events, and then I started collaborating with other gyms. I started doing things that most affiliates weren't doing at the time. They were like, I would say, thinking outside the box. I was collaborating with a bunch of other gyms. So like, I have 2 lanes, you have 2 lanes, let's put them together. We have 4 lanes, and we can make this bigger event. And then just it started evolving from there.
So having not done it before, what made you think that you could open a gym?
Well, goes back to when I retired. Started going to the gym community. This is all obviously COVID time and stuff like that, and gyms were closed, and then there was like everybody was swarming whatever's available, and I just wasn't about the sardines. You know what I mean? So I looked around for private gyms, and I stumbled upon a particular private gym, and the gentleman there who became a good friends with, he was, hey, I'm leaving. Like, I'm gonna open another gym. Do you know anybody who wants to lease this place? And I was like, me. And that's where it's inspired.
That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
So um the event that I'm coming to is different
yeah,
than the San Fernando Valley Games, but I do want to talk about that a little bit first. The SFE
sure.
Games.
Yeah.
So tell people what that was and is.
So that inspired from, I've since we're talking about just competitions and stuff, OCR and everything. I had to always kind of travel somewhere. I got to go to this city or that area for a race or DEKA or these kind of things. And for a long time, I was like, why don't we have something here in the valley that people can come to the valley and or create something here in the San Fernando Valley? So it's inspired from an idea. And I joined with another local gym, and it was very small idea. And then we're like, you know what, let's do it. Well, let's do it. And so we created this company. It's called the San Fernando Valley Games. And from that point on, we planned everything. I mean, the whole event, volunteer setups, rule book, judges, medals, podium, the whole entire thing. And so it came to fruition this past in June, and it was a huge success, a huge hit. Everybody in the community loved it. The feedback was phenomenal. I used race results for timing systems, so eliminate like a little of the issues with timing system, timers and phones and things of that nature. So kind of gave it the real race experience here in the valley. And it brought people from outside of the valley, people from Oceanside, folks that you're familiar with, from Redlands, from Fresno. So it was an event that now it will be an annual event in the San Fernando Valley Games. It puts together both aspects of strength and running.
So
And
so give us what the competition was. Like give us what the workouts were.
So it starts off with the 800-meter run into a deadlift, hop over burpee. From that point on, you move into the skier, so 25 calories, and then you have hand release push-ups, thrusters, box step overs weighted, and then just kind of continues you on building out from that. Then you have the rower, then you have farmer's carry lunges, and then you finish with the assault bike, and then finish 400-meter run, and then you finish at the finish line.
So there's runs between those or not?
No, it's just front and end. So
Okay.
all the work's done in between. You start with the run, end with the run. But it's definitely a very tough experience.
Yeah, I like that. So the event that I was just over in Scotland was similar. There was the run station run. Actually, the first station was just bike, no run. Just get on the bike, then try to move your legs and run. Fucking impossible. And then there were a few more stations like that: step over, ski, row. But then you moved outside to the track, but then you weren't running anymore. You were just doing work inside the
Work.
field. And I think we need more of those. We need more the different. I think a lot of people just want to do basically like HYROX Light or HYROX
Yeah,
Junior with the stations mixed up. And I think we need more. And even DEKA, it's station run, station run. I
yeah,
like the idea of mixing it up and
yeah,
working different parts of your body and training on different things. And what if you're really good, if running is 60% of your event, then that gives an advantage to the people that just run really fast, right? That's what we
yeah.
talk about a lot, right? So I like
Yeah.
that you mix it up, is what I'm saying.
No. Thank you. And that was really the idea behind it, is to mix it up. And yeah, there's a lot of gyms and industries out there trying to not copy but mimic, very similar aspects of Tekka or Hyrox. And we said we got to do something completely different that we can stand here in the valley. And a lot of the athletes that came out, that they compete, at a competitive level on both DEKA and Hyrox, gave us good feedback. Like, man, that thing kicked my ass. So it was great.
And did you do prize money or not? I can't remember.
Yeah, we did prize money. First, second, and third prize money: 500, 400, and 300.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, yeah. And then we did custom medals, finisher medals, and swell.
Dude, the event I was just in Scotland, the winner got a erg. Like
But
you got to
oh
pick
yeah, I did see that.
you got to pick like a concept two bike or a rower or a skier, I think.
Dude, that's dope.
That's sweet, right?
But then you got to ship it, right?
Well, everybody lived in Scotland.
Oh,
So I mean, you know what I mean? I said to him, I said, what if an American comes and wins it? Then who
yeah,
knows? But no, that event was amazing. And I've talked about it on the show, that all the things that they did right. They could obviously do some things better. Like they did the hand timing as well. And the app is really cool. But at the very end, I think you still can only see your finish time. And people want to know how they did in the stations and how they do against other people in the stations. And I know
yeah,
that's an expensive piece of the timing. And
yeah.
I know that for some gyms, they can't afford that. So they just do just do like a beginning and the end. But anytime you can do stations as well is always good.
Oh no, yeah, and that's like all those gyms that are trying to get to that level, or that data. It is, you're right. It is expensive, but it just, that experience, man, it's a whole different level. And all of those athletes that ask for it are the ones that have done multiple races and they want to see it, the data. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
And that is one of the things that we love about it, as opposed to like, the Spartan race. It's like if you run the Malibu Beast and then you do the Malibu Beast next year, you can't compare it at all, right?
yeah,
Because
no.
they're all different. So we do like to see if we get faster. Even someone like me who's like average dad athlete, right? Like did I do better than last time,
Hey
right?
man, I've been watching you. You're constantly moving, bro. Like
Here's the
you're
here's the problem. Here's the problem. I'm horribly inconsistent. Like I'll be really good, and then I won't. And then if I happen to film it again, it's like, oh look, he's training all the time. But I watch, like, I'll give a shout out to my guy David, who lives here in Atlanta. Like he posts every day, and he's a coach, and so he's always moving. And like I want to be more like David. So David Alexander, shout out David.
hey.
But I'm horribly inconsistent, and I just injured myself. Like I think I told you, I fucked up myself so bad. Like I've never had pain like this, and it's because
How's it been now?
I went to PT and she's amazing, but like it still hurts. Like if I bend down to pick something up or sit down and get up, it really hurts. But I don't know if I experienced pain the way I did recently, where I literally was like, my wife has helped me put my socks on. Put it that way.
Dude, I mean, the older we get,
That's what I'm saying. It's not fun. That part about it is not fun. I love, and listen, I try to stay super positive, super grateful. So when I see someone who's like really obese, I'm like, okay, Matt, you're doing okay. Like you're moving today, and that person isn't. I'm not saying they're a
right?
bad person.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no, absolutely.
when
I'm
I
with
when
you
I go to
100.
the air
percent
when I go to the airport, right, and you see all the people sitting in the big in the chairs that have to be wheeled around, right? It's like, okay, Matt, you're doing okay. Because I get on myself. Oh, you put on weight.
Yeah,
You're not as fast as you were when you were 40. All that bullshit.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I try to stay positive and grateful most of the time.
Yesterday, man, not to go off topic. Yesterday, I went on a little run with the run clubs that I run with in here in the valley. There's several. A buddy of mine, we just recently met a couple weeks, or maybe a couple months ago. We were both. I don't know if you saw my story. I was like, we both got there. I invited him. He was like, "Hey, what are you running today?" Like 7:30. Cool, take it easy. And then no, I went to like a 6:45. For the 3 miles. And then at the end, though, but to your point, we were
7:30 is
both like,
not taking it easy for me, by the way. But go ahead.
We were both like looking at each other like, you know what, dude? Like, he's 44 and I'm gonna be 40 here next month. And we're like, it's not bad. Like, we're not bad. Like, so to your point, is like we do it to ourselves. I do it to myself sometimes too. I'm like, yeah, do I want to be at a certain level, but at these athletes that I've trained with or I see. But I'm above average anybody in my age group, and at least for like the day to days.
Right.
So I'm good with that.
Yeah, no, I am most days. And my buddy Cheryl, my co-host, she's actually the one who got me, because I was doing a lot of I'm 50 now, I'm not 40. I'm 50 now, I'm not 40. Like a lot of self-talk that was really, really bad. And then when the first time I interviewed her, I was like, this lady's older than me and crushing it. And there's no, like, my excuses need to fucking stop. And it's a fact. Like, your body does in fact change. Your body does break down faster, et cetera, et cetera. Like, those are facts. But you certainly, I mean, I look at my wife. My wife's my age, and but my wife also, when we're watching TV at night, she's sitting there doing like 10 minutes of stretching. You know what I'm doing? Just watching TV.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the difference, right? Like
Yeah.
she's
And those freaking small things, man,
it's
carry a
not
long way.
small. It's not, but it's just like anything else, right? Like
Yeah, yeah,
I might do that one night. Like I'll get the little band out, but um yeah, it's like she does it all the time. She's always stretching. So it's like, yeah, that's why she can move the way she moves. And
exactly.
something still gets tweaked once in a while.
Yeah,
Um but no, I'm just, listen, every day above ground is a good day. I
yeah,
try to say
100%.
that early and often. And what's really cool? Say that to other people, and it's like, it's contagious, right? Just like if you
Yeah,
find a lot of people that are being negative, that can be contagious. But like if you say that to a barista, if they're like, "How's your day?" and you go, "You know what? Every day above ground is a good day." Sometimes they needed to hear that, and they go, "Oh,
yeah.
you're right. Thank you for that."
You can
So,
tell. Yeah,
right?
yeah, 100%.
Spreading joy, Oscar. That's what I want to do in the world. I want to spread some joy.
Same here, man. I'm on the same path, like here in the valley. It's been great. It's been really receptive with great positive feedback from a lot of the people here.
So let's talk about what's coming up next. The
Yep.
event that I'm coming to, which I'm very excited to come to.
Oh
Uh,
man,
so
stoked.
let's talk about it. First of all, what's the date? Let's get our ducks in a row.
So October 18 and 19. It's a
Okay.
2-day HYROX race simulation in the city of Sylmar. It's in an industrial warehouse, about 45,000 square feet space.
So what is going to happen over those 2 days?
So on day one, we have a HYROX Strong. And for those that are familiar and are not familiar, is all 8 stations, no running. So just straight up station 1 through station 8.
Right.
So
And
yeah, from
that's
the
day
start to
one.
the end.
And then day two.
And then day 2, we have the full race simulation, solo, teams, and relay. Which,
Um,
by the way, most have not done relay, so I'm excited about definitely that.
most who haven't done relay.
Other affiliated gyms, have put on events,
Right.
at least here locally to me.
And are those
So
going to
that's it.
be at the end of the day?
Yeah, it'll be at the end of the day.
So people can do a doubles and then do a relay at the end of the day.
Yeah. You can do a solo or a doubles. I mean, I've already posted on our registration link essentially the tentative times of all the both days, so they can get an idea if they want to
All
do
right.
an early morning race.
Well, I will let me see. Oh my God. My October is pretty busy. Um, and I'm excited that our weekend works because like I got something the week before and the week after, and I already told my wife like it's gonna be crazy, but she understands that this is what I do
Yeah,
for a living. And travel can be tough on me too. But that LT games, that lifetime games is I think right after yours.
yeah. I think it's a weekend after. I think I saw
Yeah.
that.
So I wanted to like do that one. So maybe I'll take it easy, do a doubles with you, and then see if I can recover fast enough to do the LT games the next week.
Hey, but you're locked in with Brian, huh?
Yes, sir. Mr. Coffee himself. So yeah. So it's funny. He posted that I was going, and I was like, "So we're gonna do it together." And he's like, "Yeah." So Brian, if you're listening, and I know you are, I'm not gonna go that hard. I'm telling you right now. I gotta save myself a little bit because I can't. Basically, what I do is like do these events, right, and
Yeah.
then like the flight back was like, like 12 hours and then not move and don't do recovery. Like I should have come home and like gone straight to like the sauna bath place.
Yeah, yeah.
I should have done a lot better. But yeah, I'm not going to do the strong. I will film the strong. But
It'll be
Dustin's
fun.
coming up for that too, though, right?
Huh?
Dustin's going to come down for that too, though, right?
I spoke to him. I think he's got some stuff going on that weekend.
Okay.
So yeah, but I'm here in your show also to just call out anybody out that wants to come out. You know what I mean? From their neighbors to California.
No, for
And
sure. No, of course. I just think of him because it would probably be, I don't know, like he could take a short flight or a 5 hour drive down, right, to see you.
yeah, no big deal. He's in California.
Listen, he like I said, he's a DEKA host, so he goes wherever. But no, I know history tells me that I will get messages. Hey, I heard you on the show. I'm thinking about signing up, and I'll be like, "Well, fucking go for it. Go sign up," and then they will.
Well, so here's another cool thing. I am working with Raise Results, and we are going to have the time and chip systems on both days.
Nice,
And so the idea is to gather some obviously finished times that are accurate, you know. So I'm working on the layout. Shout out to Ginger, who is going to be my race director for this event,
right?
which is
Shout out, Brian the Ginger.
yeah. I'm excited because he was out here yesterday, and we spent I don't know 3-4 hours just measuring and like building a concept flow. So it'll be 4 loops that they will do into, and we're gonna have in and out. So I mean, we're the goal is to like mimic the experience for the competitor.
Um, so how close does he live to you?
He is 2.5, 3 hour, actually 3 hour drive from me
Really?
south. Yeah. So super supportive dude, man. That guy's legit.
Um, no, he's a great dude. So, are you not doing DEKA events anymore?
I had this written down. I was like, is he gonna ask me? No, just kidding. Um, I'm not.
Okay.
Um, if I'm doing it, I'm doing it to support others, like another affiliated gym, maybe, to like help somebody else on a team, like a team kind of thing, but not competitively. No.
I mean, listen, we're not going to spend a ton of time like bashing them, but I do think it's good to let people know what your experience is because you were one of the original ones. So, again, you can say whatever you want or you can not say it anything, but
Yeah, no, I'll say it. I just had a really bad experience, man, with the customer service. To be quite honest, as an affiliated owner, it was countless events with not the right amount of hardware and things to give out to the competitor,
not
and
having not having medals and shirts.
not having medals and shirts, man. And every time it was the same answer. Hey, we'll get it right the next time. We'll get it right the next time. And now then it became like all the competitors that will come to my events. And my events, dude, they nearly sell out all the time. And that's what threw me off. Like I'm actually helping like the brand, like and they would bash me. Some of the competitors, hey, it's every time I go to your event, we don't have enough medals and shirts. I'm like, it's I without spilling the laundry to them.
Right.
It's not me,
Yeah.
you
Right.
know?
You don't want to. It doesn't help you to say DEKA is screwing me on on metals and
Yeah,
shirts.
no, it doesn't. But then again, it's just how much am I willing to take from the local populace who are wanting to do this event that I'm hosting and know that they may not get a T-shirt or a medal.
Right. Yeah,
And
I've
so,
heard other people say the same, and then I've heard other people say they didn't send it to me, then they sent me like 5 boxes, and I have too many.
yeah, or they are going to mail them out and they never did, to the competitor or that, So it's just, I don't know. It just that experience really just said to me, like, you know what, I like you said earlier, I was one of the original ones. Like maybe I'm not, you know, the favorite, but I literally ran around Southern California promoting DEKA everywhere I went. So, but yeah, don't know I'm not doing DEKA competitively at the moment.
I just meant if you were hosting the events, but you're saying you don't even go to the events anymore. I just meant if you're just not hosting them anymore.
Oh no, I'm not hosting them. I'm technically not an affiliate at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am collaborating with other affiliated gyms with my brand because I have been doing this for a while, and so there is a following and supportive community that understand what I've helped support. So that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's a bummer because everybody's a big fan of Yancey and believes in his cause, and sorry just doesn't get you too far after a while. It's like anything else, right? It's like if I'm late to every appointment with my wife and I'm like, sorry, you know what I mean? It's like, I really care about you, honey. I really do. It's like, okay, but you're late every time, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff. And, people didn't get stuff at world champs and that kind of stuff. That's like, that's the basics. You got to get that stuff right. Like every company, any company with moving parts will have issues and customer service issues.
Yeah.
But if you can't get basics, like I need to give what I've paid for, which is my medals and my shirts, and I need to get my payouts on time, which I know that was a problem. And then I think they fixed that.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that they've fixed it or fixing it, and they hire on some more folks or team up with some other folks and to help facilitate that kind of thing. But I don't know. I just recently did an event a couple weeks ago, or yeah, almost half a month ago, and they did a DEKA Atlas, and got 0 shirts for DEKA Atlas.
It's such a bummer, dude.
Yeah, and this is a brand new event that they did here, and it sold out. It sold out, and nobody got shirts.
I mean, I did one of the very first ones, but they didn't have them, but they knew it. They're like, hey, as soon as we allowed people to
Yeah,
do it, this was a few months ago,
early on. Yeah,
and they knew they weren't going to have it. They're like, hey, we're just going to make our own. I think they made their own shirts or their own patches or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's a bummer. All right, well, let's tell folks where they can go and to sign up for this race.
Yeah, competition corner. I'll definitely post a link, or maybe you can share the link.
For sure,
It's
for
just
sure.
it's the San Fernando Valley simulation race simulation weekend is essentially how they can find it on a search engine if they go to competition corner.
But they should
Uh,
go to your Instagram, which is
they should go to my Instagram. My Instagram handle is
It's too long. We got to work on this. JMoreno_0820.
yeah,
And on the link tree is a SFE HYROX simulation. That's the one
yes,
we're hitting.
yep,
You also got a builder code on there if people want to buy some builder sports stuff.
yeah.
Biceps win races, my friends. And it's happening at Build Ability at 1242 Foothill Boulevard in Sylmar. I got to look that up. Hang on a second. Let's look that up. Hang on.
It's easy access. Are you flying into Burbank, or did you decide where you're going to fly into? LAX?
Dude, I used to love flying in and out of Burbank
No.
because I lived in LA and it's like so much less traffic and you're in and out. But that was back in the days when like I flew Southwest and flew cheap. I can't
Oh
fly
yeah.
cheap anymore. So we'll see. We'll see what the flights are. I'll have to do that this week actually. 12432 Foothill Boulevard, Sylmar, California. Well, that's good news. All right, so
Yeah, if you fly into Burbank this time around, it's literally you take the 5 and you connect to. You can easily go onto the 210 and exit or 118 in that area. So there you go.
Um, so
Oh, perfect. That's yeah,
so here's the Hollywood. Here's the okay. LAX is down here somewhere, and you
yeah.
think, oh, that's not too far. That's like 3 hours basically.
Don't tell them that. I'm just kidding.
So yeah, so I used to live right over here actually in Hollywood. There's Vermont. So I used to live on Kingsley. Where's Kingsley? It must be one of these guys. Where's my old street? New Hampshire. It's this way.
Got rid of it. No, just kidding.
Oh, where the heck is my old street? Oh man, I'm so mad I can't find it. I lived at 1819 Kingsley for a long time, and
Is
then
it a small side street?
no, it was a north-south street.
No, sir.
Let's do directions. Hang on. North Kingsley Drive. There we go. That was my address when I first moved to LA. Okay.
You're gonna check how long
So here it is. Here we go. So I lived in this little street. So here's Hollywood. So like I'm right by, like this is like the heart of Hollywood, right? But then the wife and I
Yeah.
lived more over here on the Third and La Brea area down here. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's a little trip down memory lane for you.
Nice.
Where to go? I lost where you were. Here we are. So yeah, I will because I don't know if Delta flies into. I don't know if Delta flies in.
No, they don't.
So I'll have to sit in the car for a little bit, but it'll be worth it.
Oh yeah. So you're flying on Friday?
Yeah, like I said, I gotta check
Yeah.
flights. But if it's the event starts Saturday, right?
Saturday morning at 8 o'clock is the first heat wave.
Yeah, so I'll get in Friday afternoon probably. Maybe I'll come in a day early just to like be a day early, just so
Yeah, I mean, if you want to come by, Ginger will be there. Him and I and some of the other judges
Ginger.
will be there, just kind of setting up things and stuff.
All right, so HYROX Strong, which isn't really offered a lot on the
No, it's
Saturday,
not.
and then a full on
Full.
Sunday.
Yep. And
All right,
even for the HYROX Strong though, they can do teams, and I also have a HYROX Relay Strong.
wait a minute. Okay, so I didn't think about this. So for the strong relay, you can change as much times as you want.
Yeah, so we're gonna run. It's
Sorry,
gonna be
the strong teams.
yeah, the strong teams. Yeah, it's run the same way as just no running. Yeah, so you can change as many times as you want. So it should be like a really fast, like strong. Like it should be 20, 30 minutes most probably.
All right, man. Good talk. We'll talk soon.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you.
See you. Bye.
Bye.